Hey everyone, and today we're going to be going through my perfume and body mist collection and going through which ones of these I'd like to project pan first and which ones I like or don't like. So let's get started. I've got one of these Sol de Janeiro perfume mist sets, and this has 4 minis in here. So we've got 59, 68, and I have 62. I did actually double up because I had an extra 68 and I finished one of the ones that was in here already. And the only one I've actually used is 68, and that's about half full. So I won't be focusing on these specifically as a project pan, just because these are great little minis to take with me going on holiday or something like that. Then in here is the rest of my collection. So what I'm working on first is my oldest, which is this pink Cool and Bright body mist, and as you can see I've made a little mark. That's where I'm at the moment, and it smells alright. I don't mind it, but I definitely wouldn't repurchase these. I have had them for a long time. Then the next body mist I will be working through is this Hollister Crescent Bay. I've already finished one of these in the exact scent, and I finished a load of these in previous years. This is the last one I have left, so I'll be so glad to see this finished. Then we have a big version of the Sol de Janeiro number 40. This one hasn't been opened, it still has the seal on it, so I won't be opening this yet. This is one of my newer body mists. And then last body mist is this Japanese Cherry Blossom Bath & Body Works one. This is still full to the top, but I did buy this in 2023, so I really would like to get onto this probably third. So I'll finish this one, then the Hollister, and then this, and then I'll work on my Sol de Janeiro. Then the rest of these are my perfumes, and the one that I'm currently working on is this one here. I think it is in a bubblegummy type scent, so it's quite good for the summer, so it's good for this time of year. And I am about here, as you can see from the mark. I've been enjoying wearing this just on a daily basis, and I don't think I'd repurchase it because it's not my favourite scent, but it's definitely not bad. Then we have this YSL Black Opium one. As you can see, I've really not used that much. I do like this, so I will probably end up working on this after I finish this one. Then I have this Burberry hair perfume. I've used quite a bit of it. I really love this one. This is one of my favourites, so I just wear this on nicer occasions when I don't want to just carry on wearing my day-to-day one. Then I have this Caroline Herrera Heel perfume, and I kind of have gone off the scent of this because I have already almost finished one of these. I've got a miniature one somewhere else. This is brand new, full to the top. I've not even used this yet, so I think I want to work through a few other perfumes first, and then I will hopefully like the scent of this again so I can use it up. And then, oh, sorry about my hair dropping in there. I've got a bunch of just minis, which I just add into my bag at any point. So this one is from Floral Street. This smells quite nice, and it doesn't actually have too much left, as you can see. Then we have this Acqua di Parma one, which I've not really used, but it's a good little size to add into your bag. I'm not 100% sure on the scent, so I probably wouldn't repurchase this though. Then if we go on to these little ones, I've not really used any of these, so I'm not 100% sure on the scent. They're a bit more annoying because they don't have like the little perfume pump. You have to actually just pour this onto your wrist, so I don't really reach for these as much, but I know I should. And then it's kind of the same for these, but I do like the smell of these Olympia ones. I've only used a little bit of this. I do try to bring these on holiday, but again, I end up reaching for something that's more like this instead, which has the pump at the top. And then the same for this one. I do actually quite like this as well, but again, I've not really used that much. And then these two are the Million perfumes. Same story again, you have to put these onto your wrist, which isn't my favourite, so I wouldn't repurchase something like this again. And then we have this Ghost perfume. This is, I think, my newest one, and I haven't opened this, so I'm not sure what this smells like, but I'm hoping it smells nice. And then finally, I have got this Beauty Crop set of 4 fragrance samples. I think I've actually added a couple of extra in here. Yeah, so I've actually got, I think, around 6 in there. I wonder if I can get them out. Yep, here we go. So I've got loads of extra minis, but these are just perfect for travel, so I don't intend on trying to focus on these ones yet, as I'd like to focus on some of my bigger and more challenging perfumes. So this is the majority of my collection, and then I have just remembered that I do have the number 40 Sol de Janeiro in my gym bag, but that's about half full as well. And I have the mini perfume of the Caroline Herrera one at my partner's house, and this literally only has a tiny bit left. And I have one of those yellow flower daisy perfumes, and I've got one Victoria's Secret body mist. So that is then everything and my whole perfume collection, apart from those 3 or 4 that I've just mentioned, but those ones I am actively working on. And just as a reminder, this one, the pink, and this one are the ones I'm currently working on, so hopefully we can see some progress in my YouTube Shorts videos. Thanks for watching, bye!